Okay, and we're live. And my apologies. I thought we were not getting a good signal as far as the sound goes. So we'll try that again. And please comment in the chat box if you have something to say, and especially if we can hear or not hear. My apologies. We had somebody on here and then I couldn't get it to work. So we are going to start again. Here we go. This practice is all about balancing the right and left sides of the body. And we'll even talk about balancing top, bottom, front, back. But for the most part, it's the co-mingling of masculine and feminine energy. The masculine being on the right side, which is governing the left brain, and the left side of the body, which is the feminine energy, governing the right side of the brain. These two energies, when co-mingling, and we cross the threshold of the midline with the breath here, or with the arms, or with the legs, we're creating greater synapses between the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and that's what we're after here. So if you feel out of balance in your logic brain or in your creative brain, this is a way to bring more groundedness, more centeredness, probably more centeredness in balancing that. And we probably lead with one of those energies. It's important to understand that leading out with one of those energies is great, but if you don't check, have a check for yourself, sometimes it can be overbearing, where our assertiveness becomes aggressiveness, or creativity becomes scattered. So think in terms of where you are on that spectrum, and let's see if we can bring you into a more centered place where the focus and attention is fixed to a creative source or a creative avenue, and you can move forward in life. Okay. We'll start with just the arms wide open, palms extended upward. Take a full deep breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. And in doing so, we sort of close the back side of the body, but this front side is very open. And then we'll take a second movement, and that is to dive forward, crossing the arms, where we open the back side of the heart and more close off the front side. And we'll just Samalena, it will go in and out of those two arenas. So inhale, opening, exhale, closing, or you can think of opening the back here. Inhale, exhale, opening the front. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And as you're crossing the arms in front, alternate which hand is on front each time you come crossed. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the arms extended and reach to the side. So we start to open up that QL, that side body, getting long, extended here. Reach and reach, reach. We'll tap the shoulders, bending the elbows here. Twisting to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we'll make this a little bit more of a swing. You'll inhale and exhale through the nose. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it going at a pace that's comfortable for you. So you don't want to keep my pace. You could go faster, you could go slower. And I'll just count 10 more. 9, 8, 6, 2, and 1. And slow it down. Release the arms. Take a big shoulder roll. This does get your arms awake. I want to say tired. There's some energy expenditure for sure. Take the arms wide, palms down this time, and extend side to side with a shift of the ribs. Hips are staying steady and the ribs are shifting off center, off center, off center. So you really get to feel the medial glute get a nice stretch, maybe the QL and some other important muscles groups back there. Then we'll tap the shoulder once again. Inhale to the left this time and exhale right. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, take it at your own pace. Four, 10, 9, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Release the arms. Take a shoulder roll. Once again, forward, up, back, and down. Then we'll take a Nadi Shodna. So this breath pattern balances right and left hemispheres. By the way, just to give you the heads up, so as we move through this class, we begin with our breathing exercises and settling, grounding, all of that. This is a very active class with a lot of cross crawl activity, including some abdominal work, including some standing sequences, and including some forward bending. I believe there might be a little back bending as well. So for sure, a well-rounded, balanced class with standing sequences. So right now we'll do Nadi Shodna, and this will be in an hour. I'm going to take peace fingers today, place them on the third eye. Alternatively, you could take Vishnu Mudra with tapping pointer finger and ring finger on the pad of the finger. Now for me, we're going to go fast, so I would prefer to put the fingers on the third eye. We're going to close off the right nostril with the thumb, so only the left is open. You'll inhale through the left, switch sides, exhale through the right. So I'm closing the left, exhaling through the right. Inhale, right side. Pause, switch, exhale through the left. Closer, so we can practice this together. Inhale through the left. Switch, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch, exhale through the left. That's 2 rounds. Take one more at this pace. It's a pretty slow pace, 6 count. Inhale, 6 count, exhale. Which is a pretty normal practice for Nadi Shodna. And now we're going to take about 10 or 15 more rounds at a fast pace. So the hand position is the same. I'm going to do a head nod. Inhaling, I'm going to lift up. Exhaling is down. So you can get the pace. Okay, it's inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, same side. Switch, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, switch sides, exhale. Pretty quick. If you want to take it at Kapalabhati pace, you may. Or a little slower. It's already 10. Keep going. 7 more. 6 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And one more for good measure, and then release the arm. That's a great one to practice in the spring. You might want to even time yourself for a minute or two. Usually that's a very good way to clear out the possible kapha buildup that we might experience at this time of the year. For me here, it's springtime in California. I live in Utah. I'm live to you in California today. So from that, Nadi Shodna also crosses the plexus at the third eye. As we breathe in, the right side, we're affecting the left brain, and vice versa on left side, left nostrils affecting the right brain. Again, that co-mingling. So let's take a hands and knees position and just start to move, wiggle the tail, mobilize the spine, mobilize the hips. Little cat-cow, and here we are in the structure of the heart opening and the heart opening to the back, heart opening to the front. Inhale, that's a cow. Heart opening to the back. Exhale, that's a cat. Inhale. So in terms of opening, we just see if you can get the heart to really move to the front of the body and then to the back of the body. Inhale and exhale. So we think in terms of not just getting some spinal movement, but heart movement as well. Front and back body. And let's hold a neutral position here for the heart and extend the right leg straight back. Inhale. Exhale, crossing the mat over to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring it straight back. And exhale, cross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Back to center here. Last time. Inhale, hold. Extend the left arm forward, and we're in the brain gym or cross crawl sequence. Extend, lift a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, tuck and touch. So this requires a lot of abdominal work. Balancing. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect. Elbow to knee or towards knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Oh, it's a little challenge. Inhale, extend, and then bring it back to the ground. If you need extra padding for the knees, definitely don't hesitate. We'll grab a blanket. Let's do that on the other side. So the left leg elevates. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the toe to the right side. Inhale, extend back up. Exhale, I'm crossing over the midline, touching down, cross the carpet. Exhale. Down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lift left leg, right arm comes up Exhale, tuck and touch. Elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck and touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale again, tuck and touch. We're finding that sweet balance point right in the center, the midline. Inhale, extend. One more time, tuck and touch. Extend the arm and the leg, and then bring it back down to the earth. And we'll take our first downward facing dog. So toes turn under, lift the hips all the way back. Press the heels towards the floor. And if they're touching, you could walk your hands a little bit further forward if you want to stretch that out a bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Get a nice open stretch through the arms, shoulders, heart, hips, legs. It feels so good. Favorite movement here is downward facing dog. Then bring your knees to the floor for a moment. I'm going to face you. I'm going to teach you this move with the hands. That's a cross sequence. So bring your arms wide, and then we'll cross in front. The palms are up. I'm going to just turn the palms down. So I still have right wrist crossed over left. Continue turning until the palms meet, and then interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles towards you. Inhale. Touch the forehead. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Unfurl. And exhale. Release. Then we're just going to bring the left hand on top of the right. So I've still got the cross. Palms are down. Keep turning them inward. Now they can collapse, clasp together. Draw the knuckles towards the center of the heart. Touch the forehead. And then unwind. Again, release and take the arms out. Another way of doing this overhead. So this is second. Right arm in front of the left. So I'm crossing in the seal of protection. Although my arms are way overhead. This is the seal of protection, one of my favorite mudras. So we're just taking that cross overhead. Turn the palms forward. Keep the rotation happening until the palms connect. Interlace the fingers. Draw them down to the heart. You can pause here at the forehead or continue moving forward, which is a stretch for sure in your wrist, your hands, and your forearms. Then bring it back. Take the arms all the way up and release the hands. Take the back hand to the front. So left is in front of the right. Turn the palms towards each other. And we'll take the second side. The option here is to pause at the forehead. And for friends who want to go take that challenge and stretch out, you may do so. And anatomically, this may not be possible for some. So right here, right, this is a great place to be. Bring the arms back up. You take it where it feels right for you. And exhale the hands back down. We're going to put that in our sequence today. So come back to the top of your mat. And I'm going to face you again. We're going to take the legs now in a cross pattern, and then we'll see how we'll put them together in a bit. So in Tadasana, reach the arms overhead, clasp the hands. Inhale, exhale. We'll take a hold of the wrist and shift over to your left side. So I'm holding the wrist and making a seal, Yanu, seal of knowledge or seal of consciousness, up and over. And then we'll take it to the second side. Clasp the left wrist with the right hand and over. Inhale back to center. Clasp up and over. Back to center and over. So we're opening up the side body. Come back to center. And exhale the hands back down to the side. We're going to take the left leg and cross it behind the right. Left leg behind the right. I'm not mirroring you, so I hope this isn't confusing, but left leg behind the right, and if in your mind you want to mirror, that's great. Do the right leg behind. Take the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And this might be a stretch to get to the floor, so bend your knees. Make sure you've got space between your front and back foot, a little bit of space between them. And then just shift the hips side to side. And we want to bend the knees here. Inhale, exhale, push the floor away, lift the hips and straighten the legs back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Do that again. Inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, stay here. Extend your back foot off to the side. So it's still going to the right for me. Hand on the thigh. So my back leg left is going across the mat. And then I'm going to upright myself and take this up and over. Now we've got that half moon shape. Big crescent moon. Beautiful. Come back to center. Unwind the legs, and now we'll cross the right leg behind the left, or left in front. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Blocks would be super helpful, or even a chair. And then you're going to bend the knees. And as I raise the hip, bend the knees, straighten, exhale, lift the hips, drop the head. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Pause here. That's a lot of stretch. Right across the back, the medial glute, and some QL for sure. Bend the knees one more time. Shift your right leg to the left side of the mat, actually off the mat, and walk the hands up the thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over. So we're in crescent lunge to the opposite side now. We can finish that out. Here, I clasp the wrist and really take that into a deep stretch. We're going to release, come to center. Yes, and take that side to side with the breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, let's take the one leg behind and a crescent lunge. I call this a Shiva dance. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Right leg is behind. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. So we're stepping to the center and then cross one leg behind. The leg behind is straight. The leg in front is bent. Again, one more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. Very good. Inhale, center, and release the hands. Come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, the arms overhead. Now we're taking a sun salutation. So this first one, we're crossing the left leg behind the right. Left leg behind the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left leg all the way back edge of the mat. Bring the knee gently to the floor. Inhale, the arms are going to cross in front. Right arm on in front of the left. Turn the palms forward and then spin, clasping the hands together. Bring it down to the chest. Pause here, or alternatively, take it forward. Unwinding, exhale, arms to the sky, possibly holding here for 3 breaths, or bringing the hands to the thigh for 3 breaths. That's already 2. One more. Make it strong, steady, holding the base. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Step your right leg in front of the left. So now it's still crossed. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, keep the tops of the feet down. Bring the hands behind the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers and lift up into Shalabhasana. hold. So the feet are going to stay on the ground. They're crossed in a Samalena. Samalena is the co-mingling or crossing over right and left. And we've got the hands interlaced, fingers crossed, and the ankles crossed. Release. Take the hands to the chest, turn the toe under, and reverse that push-up. Left leg's on top. That's the one that's going to come up to the sky. Rotate through the ankle. We'll take 3 circles in one direction and then reverse that action. And step all the way through to a low lunge. We're on the second side. Right knee comes to the ground. We cross left wrist in front of right. Spin the hands together. Inhale to the chest. Exhale forward or at forehead. Inhale, spin it back up and hold. For just one breath, release the arms. Come all the way to the earth. Push off and step forward. Inhale, half lift. The right leg is behind the left. Exhale, forward fold as you step forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Okay, and now we're ready for the second side. Hands to heart center. We've got left in front of right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step the right leg back. And bring the knee to the floor. Inhale, cross right. Left wrist over in front of right. Spin the hands. Draw the fingers in. Exhale, out. Inhale, back to the sky. Hold here. 3 breaths. Squeeze the biceps to the ears. Pull the low belly in. Alternatively, the hands could be placed on the thigh. You choose. Exhale, release. Step the left leg back and cross it in front of the right. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Keep the cross of the ankle, top of the foot down. Interlace the hands. Inhale, lift. Head, neck, and shoulders. So we're holding low cobra. 3 breaths. 2. 1 more. Release the hands. Release the torso. And we'll reverse that push-up. So we're on the toe. Raise the right leg. Inhale. Rotate through the ankle. 3 in one direction and then reverse the action. Stepping all the way through. Right foot comes forward. Back knee to the floor. Inhale, cross the wrist. Right wrist in front of the left. Interlace the fingers. Exhale forward. Inhale, come right back up to center. Hold for 1 breath. Full deep exhale, release. Pop the back knee off the ground. Step forward and cross left foot behind the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it a little deeper. And you may have the knees bent here. Okay, mine are straight, but you may have them bent. Inhale, push through the floor. That's going to help you steady to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So we'll go through that one more time, keeping the legs crossed. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg all the way back. Bring the knee to the floor. Right wrist in front of the left. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Step right foot in front of the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come into a plank, chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Lift into a full Shalabhasana. 3 breaths again. And I'm just going to sway side to side and give myself some leverage to lengthen. Legs are lifted this time. And that cross of the feet is going to help support the inner thighs, squeezing together. A little more difficult. Release the hands to the earth. Come into a full 3-legged downward facing dog. Left leg is elevated. Bend the knee, open the hip, and take another rotation through the ankles. And then step all the way through. Back knee to the floor. Inhale, cross. Left wrist in front of right. Exhale, take it forward with the arm. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, to the floor. Push off with the back foot. Step forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. And I should step right legs behind the left. Inhale, all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. And the last set, so we're going to finish out this side. Reaching up. Exhale, this is fun, isn't it? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, different. Right leg comes back. Knee to the ground. Left wrist in front of the right. Exhale, take it to the nose. We're all the way forward. Bring it back up. Both hands to the floor. Step left foot in front of the right, crossing. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the legs, interlace the fingers, crossing at the thumbs. Hold 3 breaths. 2. And 1. Release it into a 3-legged downward facing dog. Right knee bends and open the hip here. Rotate through the ankle. In both directions, and then step the right leg all the way forward. Top of the mat. That's a giant leap. Back knee to the floor. Inhale, right wrist in front of left. Exhale, interlace to the forehead or all the way forward. Exhale, unwind. Release the hands to the floor. Push off and step forward with a cross. Left leg behind the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Push down through the feet, steady and strong. Lift to the sky and release the cross. Hands to the heart center. Good. And shake it out. Very nice. We're going to step the right leg back and come into a wide star Tarasana. Here. Turn the right foot out and come into warrior 2. Side angle, forearm to the thigh. And we're going to circle the arm over the head like a lasso. And as it comes around, it's going to pull us back up and into a reverse warrior. And the right arm now comes around, big lasso, and pulls us back down into side angle. Left arm. And this way, we're making a figure 8 with the arms, circling the head. And exhale. One more time into that reverse warrior. All the way to the floor this time. Touch down with the fingers. Side angle. And then bring it to the center and we'll switch sides. So we'll just close the hands here and then shift left foot out. Right foot stays forward, elbow to the thigh, and we'll circle the arm. Brings us up and around to reverse the warrior. And left arm circles. Right arm. Big circle into reverse warrior. And then big circle into side angle. One more time, reverse. And touch down this time. Left arm comes to the floor. Right arm extends up and over. We'll come to center. Just do that one more time each side. Side angle to the right. Circle the arm, come all the way up. Grounded with the feet. Right arm comes around, circles all the way into right angle. Side angle. Reverse the warrior. Keep that front knee solid as you move the arms in this wave-like action one more time to reverse warrior and then touch all the way down to the ground. Keep it solid. That's a big, deep stretch right here. Hold 3, hold 2, And hold one. I like to mix and mingle our movement with some holds. So we build strength and endurance and agility at the same time. Let's take the right arm circles, come all the way up into reverse warrior. That front knee tracking over the second, third toe. That's important. And then a circle around back into side angle. Circle the right arms, reverse the warrior. Left arm comes around, circles side angle. Right arm circles. And last time, touch the earth. Hold for 3. And Utthita Parsvakonasana, or just extended side angle. One more breath. Bring both hands to the floor. Walk it around. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, take it all the way into a wide angle forward fold. Release the head to the mat or to a block. Hands to the ankles or to the floor. You just hang out here for a moment. Big, deep stretch for the low back. One more breath. Inhale. Come up onto the fingertips. Exhale. Hands to the waist. Press into the mat. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, push off and step forward. Top of the mat. Shake the legs out. We'll step right leg back. This time we're going to stay in this high lunge position. So high crescent lunge. Arms are going to come out the way we did at the beginning. Palms are open. Exhale, roll forward and cross the hands. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll forward. So it's just a slight opening of the heart on the front side and opening of the heart on the back side. And we're using the Samalena, or the hands in an ocean wave-like movement. One more time, alternating with arms on top. And then come all the way around, shift to the sky here. Inhale, hold. So we're putting a lot of this movement together. We're going to do a side crescent moon, clasping the wrist, the right wrist with the left hand, and then really strengthen the back leg. It's going to have a tendency to sag. So really pull that back thigh up. And crescent lunge, crescents, little crescent move over to the right. And inhale, center. Now we're going to twist. So you're looking to the left side, looking to the left, crossing back. Keep the left arm moving around the waist so it crosses over to the right side behind you. That could stay here, or you could take it down to the right thigh. Lift the right arm all the way up, and the elbow, clasp the back of the head and press. Elbow to sky, head into the hand and open that front side. 3, 2, big strong hold. 1, awesome. Release the hand, and it comes back in that spin wheel to the floor. Right hand to the block or floor. Left arm's going to continue forward and down as you exhale and back. Inhale, over the top. Exhale as you spin it down and to the back. Inhale, and spit it down and back. And for a third time, we come up and then plant the left hand to the floor. Step your left leg back to meet your right, and in a downward facing dog. Inhale, come to the top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Here, exhale, downward facing dog. And step the left leg top of the mat. Right leg, sorry. Right leg, top of the mat. Hands to the thigh. Yeah, actually bring the hands to the floor. Let's just step all the way forward. Inhale, half lift. Yeah, I want to finish that out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing because that just feels good. Reset the body. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And then we will now step back with the left leg. Right leg stays forward. Again, in the crescent lunge, arms come overhead. Out to the side, palms open. Inhale, exhale, Samalena. You're crossing and figure. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, open the back. Inhale, open the heart forward. Exhale, open the heart back. Inhale, let it float, right? What's your heartbeat? Is it always closed off? Is there a wall there? Let's see what could be possible if we open that up a bit. One more. And take the arms all the way overhead. Crescent lunge, up and over to the right. Holding the wrist. Back to center. A little crescent lunge to the left. Hold the feet steady and strong. Deeper bend here. And then open to the right. So now we're in a twisting high crescent lunge. I'm going to take the right arm behind. Hold it here at the waist. Or alternatively, take the hand to the thigh. And then reach the left arm up. Bend at the elbow, hand behind the head. And press back. Open. Ooh, 3 and 2. We're almost done with this whole series of being up in our standing sequence. 1, you're staying with me right here, building strength and stamina. Take it to the ground. Left hand inside the right foot. Right arm comes up, and we're going to make 3 mandalas, or big circles. And that's already 1. Inhale. Exhale as you come down. There's no rush. We're not trying to get anywhere. Inhale back to the top. Exhale down. 3 big circles. Here, and exhale. Close it off. Bring the right hand to the floor. Step your right leg back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Inhale into the top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Pause. Step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, dropping and down. It's a good time to take that big forward fold and full stretch. Inhale, come all the way to standing. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Shoulder rolls. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Just a normal, everyday salutation. Jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we're going to take this all the way to the floor. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring the knees, the chest and chin to the floor. And bring your elbows out in front. So we're in a Sphinx pose. I'm going to cross the left arm across the mat and bring the right arm and thread it through the armpit. So it's to the other side. So again, we're doing this cross bit. And then I'm going to lift myself up a little bit and cross the left arm to the right and to the sandwich in the middle. Let my forehead rest on the ground. Get a nice deeper stretch through the shoulders, back body, the back of the heart. And release it deeply. And then take your right leg, cross it over the left leg. Right leg over left. If you want to go one step further, you can actually raise the legs off the ground. Keep the forehead down. One more breath. Inhale, raise the head. Shift the weight to one side, free the arm. Shift the weight to the other side, free the other arm. And then we'll bring the right arm in front. Thread the left arm through. We're going the opposite direction now. Right arm extends, so we have that crossing going on. Bring the forehead to the floor. I'm watching the mic and make sure I don't squish it. Across the right ankle, place it under the left, so left over right. Alternatively, to keep the top of the foot down, or if you like, you could try lifting. It's going to be more intense for the hamstrings and the and strengthening. Hold 3, 2, big breath, 1, and again a gentle release. One arm and the other. Place the elbows underneath you, clasp the hands together, clap. I'm going to pancake the hands, uncross the legs. And here is a little chance to strengthen the abs. What we'll do is pull the heart forward, right? So we've been looking at this pendulum swing, heart forward versus heart back of the heart, front of the heart. So take the front of the heart and press it forward, right? Keep the chin in, deep breath. And then we're going to oppose that. Make sure your toes are turned under, the knees are on the ground. We're lifting the torso, and this is how we're doing it. You're going to look inward and start to pull the ribs up and up, and then tuck the tailbone, push the knees down, and then lift the hips. So we're raised into a flat back. Okay, and not really open in the back of the heart. So see if you can make the front and back heart evenly spaced. And then if you dip in the low belly, that's going to go in your back. You got to really pull the belly in and up. That's your strengthening. The minute you feel that you're in your low back, okay, that's your abs saying I'm done, and you want to take a little break. Otherwise, we're here, and we're here for about 30 seconds at least. Forearms pressing down, pancake the hands. Okay, now come back down. Actually, let me show you something here. If you take the hips back a little further, that's easier on the abs. Or if you bring the elbows underneath you, that's going to be easier. One or both of those is going to be easier. And then in the same boat, the hips are, the knees are behind further from the hips. That will make it more difficult, more challenging. And the elbows coming forward from the shoulder will make it more difficult, okay? So we're going to take a second time. So take a little rest in between here. And we'll take it to a second time. Heart forward, pancake the hands. And then in that neutral heart space, we're just going to draw the ribs in, try to keep it flat across the shoulder, the back of the shoulders, and then lift again into that lunge. And we're going to take the right knee off the ground, pressing the foot into the floor, and then lower. Inhale, left knee lifts off the ground. Exhale, lower. Right knee lifts. Exhale, lower. And left knee, I can't remember. We're probably over, getting close to an hour here. Both knees. Exhale, lower. Stay with me because we're going to do some floor work and then take it into Shavasana. Both knees up. Exhale, both knees down. And again. And down. Now hold. Knees up. 10, 9, 8. Hold it. 7, 6, 5. Knees on or off. 4, 3. Do it. 2, and 1. And release. Knees come underneath. Press the hips high and release the low belly into puppy pose. It should feel super yummy. Nice. And then come back onto hands and knees. Let's flip the feet around and come to seated here. Dandasana. Take the hands back. Lift the heart and chest. We're going to open the belly, bend the knees. Let's take this right into a table. We can stretch out the arms, stretch out the belly. Oh yeah, that feels super good. Legs come back out. Dandasana. Last set here. Last sequencing. Right knee comes in. And we'll take it into Janu Shirshasana. With the right hand planted, left arm comes around, and we're going to repeat that big, wide open figure 8 with the hands. Left arm comes down, and we're forward now. Right arm sweeps and circles the head. Plant the right, sweep the left hand over the head, circling. Plant the left on the front shin. Right arm circles the head. And in this fashion, we're just alternating left and right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Plant the left hand on the left shin. Right arm comes wide open. Inhale. Exhale, rotate through the waist and cross your right wrist over the left calf. Left hand comes to the back side of the hip. And we're going to just really rotate and then lean forward. Lean forward here. Clasp the sole of the foot if you can reach. Or clasp underneath the ankle. Or clasp underneath the calf. Okay, take it to the place where you feel a solid hold. And then cross the left wrist over the right. Wherever they're at, bend the elbows and take the forehead towards the knee. Janu, knee, Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Yes. Inhale, release, come back to center. I love that posture, it's fun. And then we'll cross the right leg to the one that bent over the left thigh. Hug the knee in and twist now to over your right shoulder. A little release, twisting back and forth, side to side. This is really one of my favorite routines. And I'm glad that you're here with me today to experience it. Release, back to center. Let's take it into Dandasana again. Lifting through the spine, reach the arms overhead. Left comes in, out to the side. And again, we're making the L shape, Janu Shirshasana. Left hand coming behind, the right arm's going to circle through the sky and then plant on the shin. Left arm comes forward, circle around, plant the hand. Inhale, big circle. Exhale, plant the hand. Inhale, big circle. Exhale, plant it back. Keep that sweeping motion. One more time to the back side. One more time to the front side. Plant the hand to the shin. Open the left arm. Inhale. Exhale. A little twisting. We bring the left wrist across the thigh, right hand to the waist. And that gives us that little twist. So now we're facing the straight leg. Inhale here. Exhale, slide forward, and then rotate to hook the hand to the base of the heel. Alternatively, you could be anywhere along the body. Wrist is gonna cross in front of the left. So I'm showing you a more upright position. And if you have low back issues where a disc is misplaced or displaced, this would be an appropriate space for you to stay in. No forward folding. If you've got disc issues, you'd stay right here. Alternatively, so those friends who want to take this a little deeper and your hamstrings are open for this, clasp the heel and then drop the forehead to the shin and take a couple breaths here. And release. Get a nice hamstring stretch, back stretch, and a partial hip stretch. We're going to take that hip stretch a little further by stepping the left leg over the right. Hug the knee in, up, and then we'll wrap the elbow around the knee and twist, or hook the elbow over the knee and twist, or bring the hand around and clasp and twist. So there's a lot of options. You want to try what's appropriate for you and just experiment to see what works in your favor. One more breath here. And unwind gently, come back, stabilize into Dandasana. Cross your right ankle over the left here. Left arm comes up, and once again we're going to hook the left wrist over the calf and then reach the right arm out. It's a very deep twist. We can get pretty deep here because we've already done this. I decide your waistline should feel nice and slender after this clasp. Right arm comes and crosses over left wrist. So we've got right ankle over left ankle, right wrist over left wrist. We're going to take this in a full forward fold position. We've seen this in class today. Standing, seated is a little more intense. Just taking a couple deep breaths, opening the backside. I feel this all along my IT band, my QL, the hips here, the medial, the glutes. There's just so much opening. And it's a great feeling. It's great to be in feeling. Yes. Celebrate the sensation. You are alive. And then come up gently. Before we go to the floor, we'll just take this on the other side. So uncross the right ankle, take the left ankle over the right. Right hand's going to sweep, and I'm clearing along today over the left calf. Open the left arm to the backside. And then we'll cross, close. Left wrist on top of the right. Hook the hands around the calf, the knee, or the feet. And again, it's appropriate to stay more in that diagonal, straight up lined if you have disc issue in the low back, especially here, but even in the mid-thoracic region. But a lot of our back problems come from immobility in the hip, the hamstrings, and the quads. So effectively stretching those areas and strengthening them can help improve low back. issues. But if you've got the slip disc, we need to do other things to support that. Not going into a deep forward fold. Okay. Otherwise, if you've got clear back here, intention is bringing the chest to the thigh and then letting the head drape all the way down. So you feel that charge in the back of the legs, the sides of the legs, the low back, mid back, relaxing the shoulders, the hips, yes, everywhere. And then gently release. Beautiful practice. Let's take this onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, let's cross right knee over left. Ankles are wide. Hug the knees into the chest. This is called Gomukasana, and we're supine, laying on our back. So it would be a supine cow face pose. Really gentle and a very nice opener for the hip. Full breath in, full breath out. Relax the shoulders. Drop the feet to the floor and over to your left side. Right arm comes out and then you'll turn the head. Really letting go here. And bring it back to center. Uncross. You can even take a little happy baby. Then we'll cross left knee over the top of the right. Hug the knees in. A little Gomukasana on the opposite side. Feet to the floor. Drop the knees to your right. And the arms in goal pose. Roll the head. We're releasing obliques, releasing the low back, and preparing for Shavasana. And then when you're ready, bring the knees back to center and extend the legs. I like to go to the corners of my mat and then let the arms rest open, the palms relaxed. Open to the sky. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head. Let it roll side to side. If there's any tension at all in the body, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, think of releasing even deeper, even more the tension. Might be in the back, might be in the legs, might be residing in the hips. Another deep breath in, and a full release and relaxation. Stay in that Shavasana. We'll take that for a couple minutes. I'm going to make myself a little warmer. Hey, I need a blanket. Come here. Hold in this relaxed posture. Deepen your commitment to really practice Shavasana. Full out. Full out would be fully relaxed from head to toe. The ankles, the wrists, the legs, the arms, the torso, the hips, neck and head and shoulders. Release and relax. And the invitation today is to notice in your normalcy, what you are familiar with. And what we're familiar with is what is normal to us. The unfamiliar is the not normal. And sometimes we want to make the unfamiliar more familiar to make it more normal. But in your day today and throughout the day, just notice where you show up in your masculine energy versus your feminine energy, and are they balanced? So if we are overly masculine in our drive, our commitments, our determination, can feel like we're bulldozing people over because we don't have that compassionate listening side, that intuition side that's actually pausing and addressing valid concerns that are coming up and red flags that might be in the way. We're just plowing forward and ignoring our own inner light, our own inner intuition. And likewise, if we are taking the path where everything in our life is just, oh, this is a wonderful sign, and I'm going to go with my intuition, and I'm going to follow the birds because they're telling me that this is my path. Like, likewise, if we give away our intuition and follow intuition of others, we will be led astray as well. So we really want to cultivate a balance of being grounded, of being creative, of being managed, being able to manage our world. And just notice maybe where these energies, we may have a cultural experience where we are not allowed to be emotional or feel emotion. And that will be detrimental to your feminine energy. We all are composed or comprised of both. And a healthy balance would bring you more joy. And you can really just kind of take a real hard look right now at where your joy is and what you get pleasure from. It's just real, true, happy joyfulness. Then you're more in balance. Or are there some skills that you could learn and could invite into your world and to increase masculine or increase feminine qualities to bring more peace? That's my invitation. Take a deep breath into the belly. And begin to move the fingers and toes, the wrists and ankles. Roll to one side in fetal position. Pause there on your side and give yourself an acknowledgement, a gratitude for how you showed up today and what you love about you. And then lift into seated posture. Bringing the hands in Anjali Mudra. We'll take the seal of protection, right wrist in front of the left. Extend the arms straight out, turn the palms down and interlace the fingers. Bring them to the forehead as you draw in. Pause. Full breath in, full breath out. Keep the wrists crossed, but extend the fingers out, your thumbs touching. And then we'll scoop the hands in and like a butterfly and come forward, making the seal, consciousness. And then again, back under, uncrossing and unfolding to Panjali. Bring the Palms to the forehead, to the lips, and then closing again in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for joining me today in our cross consciousness, brain gym, all fun. Thank you. Namaste. If you're online now, I'd love to have a chat with you. Okay, let's try.